Imagine standing in the middle of a storm, winds howling, rain slashing against your skin, the ground beneath you trembling. You try to move, but the storm pushes back, relentless and unforgiving. This is what it feels like when a narcissist enters your life. They do not attack all at once. They infiltrate, manipulate, and twist reality until you no longer recognize yourself. You question your thoughts, your worth, your very sanity, and just when you think you've found solid ground, they pull it away again. But here's what they don't realize. There is a force greater than their deception, stronger than their control, and beyond their ability to manipulate. God sees everything. He does not ignore the suffering they cause, nor does he allow their destruction to go unchecked. Even when it feels like they are winning, they are not. Even when it seems like you are alone, you are not. Because in ways you cannot always see, God is working. He is revealing the truth, shielding you from their worst attacks, strengthening you through the pain, ensuring justice is served, and ultimately leading you to freedom. This is not just about survival, it is about transformation. And today we are going to uncover exactly how God acts when a narcissist tries to destroy you. The truth is a force beyond human control. It is neither bound by time nor restrained by deception. When a narcissist enters your life, they weave a web of lies so intricate that even you may begin to question reality. They distort facts, rewrite history, and manipulate emotions with such finesse that their version of events becomes the only one that seems to hold weight. But the truth cannot be buried forever. God sees all, and in his time, he peels away the layers of deception, exposing the reality that was hidden beneath. The narcissist's charm is almost intoxicating. They present themselves as kind, thoughtful, and above all, misunderstood. They know how to play the victim when it suits them, and they craft their words carefully to gain sympathy and admiration. They make you believe in them, in their sincerity, in their supposed good intentions. But as time passes, the cracks begin to show. Subtle contradictions emerge, tiny inconsistencies that nag at the back of your mind. Something feels off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. That's when God begins to work, nudging your spirit, making you question, helping you see what was always there but hidden beneath layers of manipulation. Then the revelations start to unfold. Sometimes it is through an event, an undeniable moment where their mask slips and you see the raw truth beneath. Other times it is through an accumulation of small realizations that build into something undeniable. Perhaps someone else speaks up, confirming your suspicions. Perhaps you discover evidence of their deceit, something they overlooked in their arrogance. Or maybe God simply opens your eyes, awakening a clarity that had been dulled by their lies. God does not just reveal the truth to you, he reveals it to others as well. The narcissist thrives on control, particularly of the narrative. They need people to believe their version of events, to buy into their carefully crafted story. But no matter how well they spin their tales, the truth has a way of surfacing. Those who once believed their lies start to see the inconsistencies. People who once defended them begin to distance themselves. The narcissist's web starts to unravel, thread by thread. When the truth begins to surface, the narcissist does not accept it. Instead, they fight against it with everything they have. They gaslight, they deny, they shift blame, they call you crazy, say you are the problem, claim you are the liar. This is where many people falter, second-guessing themselves, doubting their own memories. But God's truth is unshakable. It does not rely on human perception, it simply is. And as time passes, as more and more cracks appear in their facade, even those who once stood by the narcissist begin to step away. What makes this process so difficult is that it does not happen all at once. The narcissist does not fall in a single day. Their unraveling is often slow, frustratingly so. You may wonder why people do not see the truth sooner, why they continue to believe the lies. But God's timing is perfect. He allows things to unfold in a way that ensures lasting clarity. If the truth came too quickly, people might not believe it. They might dismiss it as a misunderstanding or a momentary lapse. But when the truth reveals itself gradually, undeniably, it leaves no room for doubt. There will come a moment when the narcissist, once so confident in their deception, finds themselves standing alone. Their lies no longer hold power, their influence wanes, and their control slips through their fingers like sand. It is then that they face the consequences of their actions. For some, this means losing the people they manipulated. For others, it means public exposure, a fall from the pedestal they built for themselves. But no matter how it happens, one thing is certain: the truth always wins, and when it does, there is no turning back. A narcissist's attack is not always loud or obvious. It is often slow, insidious, creeping into your life like a shadow that grows longer with time. They do not strike all at once. They wear you down, testing the limits of your patience, your kindness, and your strength. They manipulate, they twist reality, they make you question yourself. Their words, carefully chosen, are not meant to wound directly, but to plant doubt, to unsettle, to chip away at your confidence until you feel lost within yourself. It is a battle, not of fists, but of the mind. And it is in this battle that many fall, unaware of the unseen hand that is shielding them from complete destruction. God does not always remove the narcissist from your life immediately. There are times when He allows the storm to rage, not because He has abandoned you, but because He is protecting you in ways you do not yet understand. You may feel as if you are barely holding on, as if the narcissist's control over your thoughts and emotions is too strong. But look closely. You are still here. You have not fallen. Even in your weakest moments, when you thought you could not go on, something kept you standing. That is the shield of God. It is not always dramatic. Sometimes it is the quiet whisper that tells you not to believe the lies. Sometimes it is the sudden clarity that makes you realize what is happening before it is too late. Protection does not always mean escape. There are times when God strengthens your spirit instead of removing you from the situation. He gives you discernment, allowing you to see the narcissist's patterns before they can fully ensnare you. Perhaps you recognize their tactics sooner than others have. Perhaps you find the courage to set boundaries where once you would have let them trample over you. This is no accident. This is divine intervention. A force greater than a manipulation, ensuring that no matter how hard they try, they cannot fully break you. Sometimes God shields you through other people. A conversation, a warning, a moment of unexpected kindness from someone who sees what you cannot. You may think it is coincidence, but it is not. It is guidance. It is a reminder that you are not alone, that even when the narcissist tries to isolate you, there are those who will stand by your side. Perhaps it is an old friend reaching out when you need them most. Perhaps it is a stranger whose words confirm what you have been feeling all along. These moments are not random. They are placed in your path for a reason. There are also times when protection comes in the form of a closed door. The narcissist may try to take everything from you, your confidence, your relationships, your very sense of self. They may try to control your opportunities, ensuring that you have nowhere to turn but back to them. But watch closely. Doors they meant to slam shut forever will open elsewhere. The opportunities they tried to steal will return in a way they never expected. They believe they hold power over your life, but they do not see the unseen hand that is guiding you away from destruction. Even when it feels like you are losing, you are being protected. Even when the narcissist seems to be winning, they are not. There is a limit to what they can do, a boundary they cannot cross, no matter how much they scheme. They believe themselves untouchable, but what they do not realize is that their power is an illusion. They can manipulate, they can deceive, they can cause pain, but they cannot override the will of God. And when He places His hand over you, there is nothing they can do to truly destroy you. Pain is an unavoidable part of encountering a narcissist. They do not just harm with words or actions. They erode the very foundation of who you are. They make you question yourself, doubt your worth, and wonder if you are the problem. The weight of their manipulation can feel unbearable, as if you are being torn apart piece by piece. But what they do not realize is that while they are trying to break you, something far greater is happening. God is using the very storm they created to strengthen you in ways you never imagined. It does not feel like strength at first. It feels like suffering. It feels like loss. You may find yourself wondering why God is allowing this to happen, why He does not simply remove the narcissist from your life. But strength is not born in comfort. It is forged in struggle. In the moments when you are forced to dig deeper than you ever have before, the narcissist believes they are weakening you, but in reality they are only exposing the strength that was always within you, strength that may have remained dormant had you never faced this battle. Growth often comes through adversity. Without resistance, muscles do not develop. Without fire, gold is not refined. Without struggle, faith does not deepen. The narcissist may believe they are taking something from you, but what they are actually doing is setting the stage for your transformation. They force you to see things clearly, to recognize deception, to set boundaries, to understand your own worth. They push you to rely not on their approval, but on something far greater. God does not allow pain without purpose. Every wound, every betrayal, every moment of despair is being used to build something stronger within you. You start to recognize patterns more quickly. You stop excusing toxic behavior. You develop resilience that allows you to stand firm where you once would have crumbled. The things that once shook you no longer have the same power. You begin to trust yourself again. You begin to trust God in a way you never did before. This is not just about survival, it is about transformation. The narcissist's goal was to keep you weak, to keep you dependent on them, to keep you trapped in the cycle of their control. But instead, their actions are leading you to something greater. They think they are writing your story, but they are only a chapter. And as painful as it is, this chapter is shaping you into someone they never expected. A person who sees clearly, who stands strong, who walks away not as a victim, but as someone who has been refined by fire and emerged stronger than before. Justice is a concept the narcissist refuses to believe applies to them. They walk through life convinced they are untouchable, immune to consequence, free to manipulate, lie, and destroy without ever facing repercussions. They believe their charm, their cunning, and their ability to twist reality will protect them forever. But they are blind to a truth that is unshakable. God sees all, and no one escapes the reckoning of justice. It seems as though they are getting away with everything. They smear your name, turn people against you, take from you without remorse, and continue forward as if nothing has happened. You watch them thrive while you struggle, and it feels unfair, as if evil has won. You may cry out to God, asking why they continue to prosper when their actions are built on deception. But justice is not always immediate. It is not always loud. Sometimes it unfolds in ways that are slow, deliberate, and far more effective than anything human hands could orchestrate. God's justice is precise. He knows exactly when and how to bring a person to account. Sometimes it is through exposure. The narcissist thrives in secrecy, controlling narratives and hiding their true nature behind a carefully constructed mask. But masks slip, lies contradict. Those who once blindly followed begin to question. The narcissist, so confident in their ability to deceive, eventually becomes entangled in their own web of lies. The same manipulation that once worked effortlessly now turns against them. People begin to see through their charm, and one by one, their support crumbles. Other times, justice comes in the form of self-destruction. The narcissist believes they are always in control, but in their arrogance, they make fatal mistakes. They push too far, betray the wrong person, or overestimate their own influence. What they built on deception eventually collapses beneath them. They burn bridges without realizing they will need them later. They destroy relationships, not understanding that those same relationships held up the illusion they worked so hard to maintain. Slowly, inevitably, the world they created for themselves begins to fall apart. There are also moments when justice comes in silence. No grand revelation, no dramatic downfall, just an emptiness that follows them wherever they go. They achieve their goals but feel no satisfaction. They win battles but remain restless, never truly at peace. They seek validation but never find it. The more they take, the more hollow they become. What they tried to steal from others, peace, joy, self-worth, becomes the very thing they are unable to grasp for themselves. They become prisoners of their own making, trapped in a cycle of endless craving, never truly fulfilled. For those who have suffered at the hands of a narcissist, it is tempting to want to see their downfall, to witness the moment when justice is served. But God's justice is not about our desire for revenge. It is about restoring balance, about ensuring that no action goes without consequence. Sometimes you will see it happen before your eyes. Other times you will have moved on, living in peace, while the narcissist reaps what they have sown. Either way, justice is not ours to carry out, and that is a powerful truth, because when God moves, when He decides it is time, no lie, no manipulation, no scheme can stand against the weight of what is right. After enduring the torment of a narcissist, it can feel as though there is no way forward. The wounds they leave behind are not just emotional, they are spiritual, psychological, and deeply embedded in the way you see yourself and the world around you. The narcissist's greatest weapon is control. Control over your thoughts, your emotions, and even your perception of reality. They make you believe that you will never escape them, that you will never heal, that the damage they cause is irreversible. But they are wrong. God does not just free you from their grasp, He leads you toward renewal. Healing feels impossible. The scars they left behind whisper lies, telling you that you are broken beyond repair. You replay conversations, second-guess your choices, and wonder if you will ever be able to trust again. This is where God begins His work. He does not simply pull you out of suffering. He rebuilds what was lost. The strength you never thought you had begins to surface. The clarity that was once clouded by their manipulation becomes sharper. Where you once felt lost, a new path begins to unfold. It does not happen all at once, but with each step, you move further from the pain they caused and closer to the person you were always meant to be. Freedom from a narcissist is more than just physical distance. It is a release from the mental and emotional chains they placed on you. God does not just remove the narcissist from your life. He removes their influence from your mind. The doubts they planted begin to wither. The lies they fed you lose their power. You start to see yourself not through the eyes of someone who sought to control you, but through the eyes of a creator who designed you with purpose and value. What they tried to steal, your confidence, your peace, your joy, God restores. But this renewal is not just about returning to who you were before the narcissist. It is about becoming something even greater. You emerge from the battle with a deeper understanding of yourself, a stronger faith, and a wisdom that cannot be shaken. You recognize red flags sooner. You set boundaries without guilt. You no longer seek validation from those who only wish to take from you. The narcissist tried to break you, but in doing so, they unknowingly pushed you towards something far more powerful, complete healing, guided by the hands of God. One day, without even realizing when it happened, you feel something you never thought possible. Peace. Not just the absence of chaos, but true, undeniable peace. The narcissist who once occupied so much space in your mind is now nothing more than a distant memory. The weight they placed on you is gone. You are no longer just surviving, you are living. Not as someone who was broken, but as someone who was rebuilt, renewed, and free, in a way the narcissist could never understand. The battle against the narcissist is one that shakes the very core of your being. It is a fight against deception, manipulation, and relentless attempts to control your mind and spirit. But through it all, God moves. He reveals the truth, shields you from destruction, strengthens you in your pain, ensures justice is served, and ultimately leads you to renewal. What the narcissist intended for harm, God uses for transformation. The scars they left behind do not define you. Your resilience, your faith, and your ability to rise above their cruelty do. No one escapes a narcissist unchanged. But God's hand guiding you, you do not just survive. You emerge stronger, wiser, and more at peace than you ever thought possible. Their control fades, their lies lose their power, and you step into a future free from their grasp. What they tried to take from you, God restores, and what they sought to destroy, He rebuilds into something greater than before. As you move forward, remember this: you were never alone, and you were never truly defeated. Your story does not end in suffering. It continues in strength, in wisdom, and in a life no longer weighed down by the chains of their control. Keep going, Trust the process and know that every step you take away from their grasp is a step toward the person you were always meant to be. Good luck on your journey, and may you walk in strength, clarity, and the unshakable peace that only God can provide. Thank you, and may your future be filled with freedom and renewal.